If you have ever looked inside of the chest or looked at lung specimens of healthy people or not healthy people, you'll often notice that the lungs, especially the lymph nodes in the hilar portion of the lungs, the ones that normally surround the big blood vessels and bronchi, are quite black. This is anthracosis. Anthracosis is found in people who live in or near big cities, and even in most of them who don't. So what I'm saying is everybody has it. Even if there is a small amount of anthracotic or soot pigment in a lymph node, it may give the appearance of the whole lymph node as being black. This may look as black as coal, but microscopically, the amount of macrophages in here which are stippled with the pigment may be 1% perhaps. It's a very, very dense pigment. In addition, you can see anthracosis throughout the lung as well, often in lymph nodes that are not in the chest as well. They're so common that whenever you see a black lymph node, you think, my God, it's normal. And it's so prevalent, I guess it might even be what you would call normal. Let's look at it microscopically now, and we will see soon, I hope, a lymph node that has an overall normal architecture. There are more of follicular type areas towards the cortex, and I will admit the medullary portion, which has the cords of lymphocytes and the lighter sinuses between them, appear to be a little bit more prominent than in a normal lymph node, but still you have your basic differentiation of follicular structures under the capsule and straight cords and sinuses in the area. There's a normal lymph node. But do you notice even microscopically now that there are areas like here and here and here and here and here and here that look a little bit blacker than usual? And believe me, even though it's kind of like a small number of cells, this may give the entire lymph node a rather black appearance. And let's look at it. As you know, lymphocytes do not phagocytize, only macrophages or histiocytes do. So whenever you see a pigment just about anywhere, and especially phagocytized pigments like anthracotic pigment is, you can bet that it's inside of macrophages rather than lymphocytes, although it may be in areas that are completely surrounded by lymphocytes. And in addition, the macrophages may be so entirely filled with this granular pigment, it may obstruct the nucleus and it doesn't even look like it's in any cell, much in the same way granules in a basophil may obstruct the visualization of the nucleus of the basophil. These are anthracotic-laden macrophages. They're basically all over the lymph node. They're wherever macrophages are. They're also where macrophages are in the lung. And they don't cause any significant dysfunction of the lymph node or predispose to any other diseases. This is simply the soot particles that the cilias in the lung did not filter out. You know, they may filter out 99.99%. Once the stuff gets in here, it basically stays here forever. So this is anthracosis of a lymph node, which is present in 99.9% of all of us, except maybe possibly newborns. And it's a quite common thing, especially in the lymph nodes of the lung, as well as the lung itself. Thank you very much.